called Blue Crimson, and this would probably be my definite anime if I can make this. There's no swords in it, don't worry, it's just everyone has powers. Everyone has their normal powers that they had in their blade, except for I think we're gonna give him a new power. We're gonna give Alex a brand new power called Lock On. He can lock on to opponents and track their every movement. If they run away, he'll always have a lock on to them. So if he has like a knife or something, if he has like shuriken or something, and he looks at them and he locks onto them, he can throw it and it'll easily hit. He's basically got aimbot. Akane's of course is dark matter, which means she can produce dark. She can shoot the dark blasts out of her hands and like do a night daze, which absolutely annihilates things. She can also create giant black orbs from her hands, which can annihilate tons of things. Ren, on the other hand, just has lightning. She is a god with lightning. I am the monster, you are the product. Adrian, of course, is gonna have blue fire. And he's not gonna be an edgelord this time like he was last time. We're gonna make him much more joyful, like a normal anime main character. And Akane's not going to be a bully in this. She's going to kind of be like a Sarada in the story. I don't remember what show it was, but there was a show that I watched who had like the same voice actor as Sarada. I completely forgot who it was. Oh yeah! Damn it, I'm so stupid. Chloe from Pokemon. From Pokemon Journeys. She has the same exact voice as Sarada. Because when you compare the "Dad" between them both, it's identical. So let's get back into this. Adrian's gonna be from a family. Oh yeah, and these powers are random. Okay, they're not. They run down from a family bloodline. Adrian's was between a blue energy clan, was from a blue energy and a fire bloodline. Combined makes blue fire. With him not having any siblings, just him being by himself. His parents are dead because some random fucker just came into his house and killed his parents and left him alive because he just burned the guy alive. But he's not an edgelord. He's just happy. Even if he doesn't have parents. So what? Goku was happy without parents. I think. So let's get into this. He would be so Adrian. Oh my god. So let's get back into this. He would basically jump around in joy, saying that he's finally going to go to a new high school. And he thinks about going to the newest one. And he has his 3 friends. Remy, Utaka, Alex, Nanaboku, and we have Adrian Kadoku. Going to the brand new Shiozaki. Going to Shiozaki Private Academy, which is a very good school. Remy has that nice personality. Alex has a joyful, idiotic personality, like this perfect main character. He's like, kind of like Kaminari. He's got like a stupid personality, but he also has those times where he's really serious and badass. And of course we all know, Akane's personality, they're in the 4 group. I shouldn't know, Akane's the bully, we need it. We need this for context. They're walking around having a fun time throughout the halls. I don't know how you can have fun throughout the halls, but they're just walking, talking about how their day was. But Adrian bumps into Akane going, as he falls, he thinks to himself that he's dead because he's gonna be screwed as she just walks by. As she gives her the look of, I'm going to murder you after school. As he goes, as he gets right back up, and says, why can't I, as he says, my flames are pretty weak. As he just lights his finger on fire going, it can't even cut through wood. I'm gonna start training it though. Remy says, look, I'm not that good with my power. Christian says, you can create a miniature lightning dragon. You're not weak. And you, Alex, you can lock onto someone. If you pull out a rocket launcher and shoot it at someone with your power on, you can annihilate someone. Your power is awesome. He goes, so, guys, you might want to leave once we get out. Adrian says. Remy says, why? He says, because Akane gave me those I'm gonna murder you after school looks. He goes, also, why am I the tallest in the group? She goes, I don't know, why are you? He goes, I just said I don't know. Alex says, let's not get too arguing, guys, alright? He says, Adrian, maybe you'll get shorter one day. He goes, is that what? That's not even what I meant. I meant, like, I don't like being the tallest, and I don't like being the shortest. I want to be the mid-size. But whatever. Oh yeah, Adrian, since he's in 8th grade, he's about, I don't know what the average 8th grade sider is, 5'7"? We're gonna guess 5'7". He's 5'7". Remy's 5'5". Actually, no, Remy's 5'4". About my height. And Alex is about 5'6". They're pretty tall. Not really. Akane is about 5'7" as well. Same height as Adrian. Okay, a little taller. I mean, a little smaller. About 5'6". Alright, let's stop going over height. Adrian says, I can't even fly. I've done multiple crazy things. I've jumped off a 5-story building and somehow survived without even taking any hurt and damage. I've gotten shot before. I survived with little to no casualties. It's like I have some kind of rough skin that can easily penetrate things. He goes, do you just not have blue fire zone rep when you have something called, like, rough skin? He goes, no, you idiot. Why would I be able to do this? He goes, you did the question. He goes, and that question was stupid. He goes, damn. Damn. Christian says, so let's just head out. And he says, maybe we can escape. He says, Remy, do you know how to float people? She goes, I mean, no. Christian goes, maybe if I use all my energy into my powers, I can try and fly. As he goes, if I just put a little bit of fire in my feet, I'll be able to float. As he does that, now he blitzes down the hall with her activating lightning speed. As Alec goes, wait for me! As he finally catches up once they arrive, and Adrian's already in the sky with Remy. He says, are you coming yet, Alex? He goes, can't you just replicate our speed? Because of you're locking onto us and you technically can't lose us. He goes, oh yeah. As his eyes start to glow, it starts to glow yellowish orange. He goes, yeah. As they start jumping onto roofs, as Adrian's floating, he's flying, Remy's just blitzing across the roofs because of how fast she is, and Alex is just jumping. They make it to the park, and then he says, this is where we'll start training since we just graduated today. He goes, let's get started, as they keep on punching. As they start to training their ability, doing sparring. She says, running laps. You guys won't be, I won't let you guys rest until you guys beat me in a race, Remy says, as they go, as they cannot catch up to her. She's just way too fast. As finally, Adrian gets right behind her and ready to, almost wins, but she still wins. He goes, he says, now can we take a break? He goes, no, now Alex has to do it. He goes, come on, Alex, just run. He goes, fine. As they go, 3, 2, 1, boom, as they all run, going, Remy starts to lose steam as these two are catching up to her, as they beat her, finally going, yeah. She says, fine, you guys can have a break now. You guys have finally surpassed my suppressed lightning speed. They both yell, suppressed? She goes, yep, that was suppressed. I can go way faster. I can bounce all around the town. As they start to drink their waters, going, oh, it feels so good to rest. He goes, that was just speed training. We still have much more to do, and that was only 3 hours. We literally have 3 months to go. But since we do have to prepare, we do have 11 months to train. He goes, geez, normal schools take about 1 year, about not even a year. They take 3 months. She goes, well, this school is different. It's a private academy, not really a school. We stay there in dorms most of the time. We never actually get to go home. Adrian says, well, that's pretty cool. She goes, idiot, you don't understand. He goes, whatever, let's get back to training. As she says, alright, let's just keep on doing speed training today, and then I'll write down the list tomorrow. They go, okay, as they blast off, going, and for the rest of the day, they'd be running around trying to get their speed up. One of Akane's friends are spying on them. Then they run over to her saying, Akane, they're actually training. And I heard they're trying to get into... What did I say the high school was again? Also, am I on mute? Whew. I'll be right back. I need to go find what time I was at when I said that. I'll be right back. So glad I have my phone on me. Now I know the name again. It's called Chiyozaki Private Academy. There we go. There we go, gamers. We got the school done. So with them, she'd finally write the list, and they do so much training to improve their powers, and now they can finally use them. He says, wait, how long has Chiyozaki Private Academy been here? Remy says, a couple of years now. A couple of decades. I think about 2? It's pretty old. It's about here for 20 years. But only the best of the best could go there. Adrian says, well, I'm glad we did this. He says, yeah, that would be a lot more fun if we actually had more time. Remy says, we've been here for 11 months, Alex. What do you expect? We've been training for so much that we could probably wipe out the city if we wanted. Adrian says, I'm just glad that we have this. He says, we're going to be doing a lot of training so we can become heroes. Basically pro-power people, superheroes. Remy says, this has been a long time dream for us, haven't it? Oh yeah, and if you're wondering how long they've known each other, they've known each other since babies. Like, they've known each other since children. They met in the park at about 3 years old. He jumps over. They're all jumping in joy, because now it's time for the entrance exam. They have a series of 3 tests. The intelligence test, and if they just fail, if they fail one, and it also depends what they do. If they do really good, they're put in the high class. If they get all of the tests good, 100% scores, they get into the high tier. The high tier, which means they get to go to the top of the roof, and they get to the top of the building with a high class elevator, great lunches for them, and all that crap. The mid tiers really don't get a lot. They get medium lunches, a pretty good view, but they don't get to the top. And the low tiers don't get crap. They're stuck at the bottom of the building where everything... This place has about 100 floors. About 300 floors. Floors 200 to 300 are where the high... Okay, no. There's about 200 floors. Okay, no, there's about 100. There's 100, okay, no, there's 150. There's 50 floors. Okay, that's way too many.